Hey guys, this is Joey, aka Nuke, and today I'm going to teach you why it's important to condition your knuckles. So first let's go over how you can do it. There are three basic ways. One, you can do it the old fashioned way, which is going outside and punching the side of your house. Honestly, that's how they used to do it back in the day. Or you can punch a tree. That's step one. Step two is you can punch a heavy bag without wearing any gloves on your hand, because heavy bags, even though they're meant to take blows and they're meant so that you don't hurt yourself on it, the outside of it will still rub your knuckles raw enough to where the skin will go back over it and you'll have a callus on your knuckles. And number three is to wear heavy bag gloves or MMA style gloves like this and mix the two together. Now, step three, we're going to start actually with that one. Step three, with the heavy bag gloves, it is the safest way, honestly, that you can do it, but it also is the slowest way. So if you're looking for fast results, I would honestly recommend doing either step two or step one. Now, step one, the reason why it's the most effective is because the side of your house, if you're like me, that has brick on it, or even if you don't have brick on it, it's still the house doesn't give way, and neither does a tree, honestly. So punching those, plus with the bark or the brick, or if you have wood inside your house that has bark, it'll rub your knuckles raw really quickly. Now, you don't want to do any of these steps as hard as you can unless you're wearing heavy bag gloves. You want to honestly just do it kind of soft like that, but hard enough to where you'll actually get the results you're looking for. Now, why is it important? It's important because if you're in a fight or if you're in an altercation where you know you have to punch this guy or girl, depending on what the situation is, and if you don't know how to punch, or if your knuckles are not conditioned enough to where you can punch somebody, you're going to end up with either broken knuckles, no skin on your knuckles, or both. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. So you really want to condition your knuckles enough to where you can punch somebody, and even if you miss and you punch something else behind them, like if they're up against a wall and you punch them as hard as you can and you miss, or you try to punch them as hard as you can and you miss, and you hit that wall behind them, I mean, and your knuckles are not conditioned, you're going to break your knuckles or your wrist. And also what this does is, if you do one and two, which I actually think is the best way to do it, you do one and two, and without taping your wrist, you don't want to wear tape around your wrist or gloves around your wrist when you're conditioning your knuckles, because what it does is it doesn't let your wrist naturally give way. You want to, not hard, obviously, because you can break your wrist, but you want to strengthen your wrist up also, which I also recommend, which we'll get into another video, but really quickly, we'll make this another video, but really quickly, you want to take a tennis ball and squeeze it to where you can strengthen up your wrist, where you don't break your wrist. Anyway, that's for another video. But you really want to condition your knuckles enough to where you don't hurt yourself and you hurt them. So anyway, guys, that's a really quick video. Just wanted to make this video to explain to you guys why it is important to condition your knuckles. Now, one last thing before we go. I know some of you are going to ask, well, Joey, how do I know when my knuckles are conditioned? If you look at mine, you see how each knuckle is a different color. That's how you know that your knuckles are conditioned. Now, are mine conditioned as best as they can get? No, of course not. I still got a ways to go. But it shows that I at least have a callus or something over my knuckles to where I can punch without hurting myself. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Come back tomorrow for another video and leave a like and comment down below. Also, guys, do not forget to subscribe. All right, peace.